Hey guys, it's Tarkin coming at you with another game of Geometry Dash. And we're just gonna do practice mode real quick. Not because I'm... Alright, I'm still warming up. It's not because... Look, it's a lot easier to get through there when you don't start where I had that. Look, it's gonna look rough getting through these checkpoints. I'm bad at setting checkpoints, okay? But as I was about to say, you know, we're gonna beat this level today. That's what's gonna happen. It's just how it's gonna go. You'll see. Okay, well, not like that. Alright. This part's fine. I don't need to practice this part. I'll get it, you know. One of these times we'll get it. The timing's harder with the checkpoint there where it is. But this part is fundamentally, you know, I just need to warm up. It's fine. You'll see. It'll be fine. These aren't the hard parts. I'm just bad. But it'll be fine. Alright, now with even more focus. Not like that. Alright, we need to back this checkpoint up to be before the portal. That's the problem. Yeah. Because we'll pretend that was the problem. Anyway, apparently I need to practice a lot more of this than I had thought, but that is okay. We'll just go through the wave a couple more times. I feel fine about it, but there's no reason not to refresh it if I'm dying this much. Like I was saying, I'm totally fine. This is gonna work. We're gonna beat this level today. And here you wanna sort of hit late on these yellow orbs, right? And then furiously hit the inputs afterward. And then here you just gotta remember to chill for a second there, and then 1, 2, 3, you hit the reds, and then it's the slow part, which I've only gotten through for real like once, but it's fine. But the important thing with those jumps is, you know, you gotta hit that yellow orb slow. You can't be rushing it. I'm so bad whenever it slows down. I'm bad all the time. But so like right here, you go a little bit late, not that late, because that didn't happen at all, but like so, and then, you know, I would have said the exact same words even if it didn't work. But we'll get that, and despite dying there, I feel fine about this section, right? Like, this is not the problem. Even dying there, which I thought I would never get through, you know, none of this is the problem. I just wanted to refresh it. We'll get through it, you know, eventually. Alright, like, we just need to do the part after this because we actually have much more practice with the earlier part. Because even though this part's slow, you know, you still need to, see, because your timings in your head, if you're me, will be off from the earlier play, you know, it's clever. And that's as far as we've ever gotten. And then this part, you know, you just... Okay, so there you hit here on 1 and 4, but then you hit there on, like, 2 and 3 there, right? And then you come through here, and then it's 3, 4, and then I just, you know, double hit there, but... Alright, so, again, I did that wrong, you could tell because I died. 1, 2, and then there, you roll through... And then there, like, I'm actually really shaky on what you're supposed to do. You could tell because I died, right? But beyond that, like, I don't know what the right move is right here. Because it's like, do you skip the pink or the purple one? Is that the right thing? I'm not sure. Yeah, it's got to be skipping the pink one. Okay. It's like I couldn't hit it fast enough, but because there you can hit 1 and 2 or 1 and 3, but this one you got to hit green black there at the end. You got to hit 3/4 orb. There you have to hit the first orb though, so bad. And maybe you got to hit that green one much earlier because it didn't feel like I had a chance. Let's... Yeah, like so, right? And then... Okay, yeah, and then it's the spider thing. Which I think is basically to the end, essentially. So if we can just get through this... Well, not like that. Because I feel like in the heat of the moment, we're going to forget, no matter how much we practice, right? We're going to, you know, freeze up maybe. And there, we'll probably do something like that. It'll be okay. We'll, well, not like that. I was about to be like, then we'll do it really well, but apparently not, you know. And there, I don't know what happened. I thought we were on it, but the last segment, you know, we might die on it, but fundamentally, you know, it's just, it's slow inputs. You just got to know where you're at, and apparently I'm bad at that. But, you know, I'm going to push back this checkpoint in a bit because, well, I think I need more practice on that quick ball section. Wow. I mean, clearly I still need to practice this part too. Even though it should be easy. I don't know. Something about the slow form is much harder than the... okay, I don't know what was going on there. Anyway. I'm really bad with this form. I don't feel like I understand it quite right. Hello, the true one. Yeah, I feel maybe it's because I'm too clicky that I'm terrible with the spider. Like lots of times with the ball, maybe I hit it, you know, like 3 times. It doesn't matter because, you know, you just... Yeah, very low. I'm a low precision player. And you can tell by the way I keep dying here. Because this should be the easiest thing in the map, right? You just sort of go slow, but I'm dumb. Like, what is it about looking literally at this screen that keeps me from doing it right? Like, it's as if... So bad. Anyway, I was thinking that, you know, we would just practice this part a bit and then go back to the other part that I thought would be more of a problem. But I guess this is going to be... You know, the first time I did practice here, I was just like, yeah, you'll just run right through this part and it'll be easy. Because there you only have to hit the last blue one, and it'd be impossible to know that by looking at it. Well, for me anyway. I don't. But because this, like, you have, like, this big thing here, and it's just a hit there, and then you get to the end. So, like, all you have to do is get right there. But, again, like, I'm not terribly worried about that part. We're just gonna back up the thing to the beginning of the ball. Yeah. Because you go here, 1, 4... And that was not the way I meant to do it, but it worked. 3, 4, and then not go into the teeth. Yeah, we just need to do this segment until I feel fine about it, because otherwise there's no point in going through the earlier part, which we'll definitely be able to get through, right? But we need to not go for that pink one. We need to have it ingrained in our mind, the proper orb patterns to click on. I thought we were good there, but I guess too slow. What? Okay, I guess I was hitting the orb too late, because there I was definitely on time to hit the black orb, but just not in a position to do it. And there I just hit the wrong thing. Anyway, maybe I shouldn't have said I thought I was going to beat this map today. It actually looks like it may be a long time. I don't even know how that's possible. I guess you can really jump off that wrong, and I just had never jumped off that wrong before. Interesting. When I do beat this level, it's going to be just like a total accident, right? Because there's so many of these sections where you can hit these orbs just like sort of wrong, even though they're the right orbs, and then you just die. Not there. That was all me. That was me hitting the input twice. Like right there. Got too excited. But that's not what I mean. Like, you can just sort of like hit one of them, you know, clumsily, and then die, which is like, you know, hard. And when I beat it, it won't be because, you know, like carelessness and neglect. I wish I did stuff like that to be funny. I wish that's the kind of person I was, and not just a person who wasn't very good at video games sometimes. And then, yeah, we'll probably die there. It's hard to say. I don't even know how that worked. Yeah, so, like, we could theoretically do it, right? Because that was what? That was pushed right at the beginning of the ball section. Yeah, that was 56 to 100 right there, which, you know, that's up to where our max is essentially at to the end. But I do want to practice a little bit more. Hey, Mythical Meme, you asked if I could play your level. Not right now. Right now, I am trying to focus on this one, but perhaps another time. I do definitely have an interest in playing everyone's creations. Like, I think it's super cool what people come up with. I'm not very good, and I don't always spend a lot of time on a level if I think it's beyond my skill level. Like, I've only beat 2 very, very easy demons, you know. But my objective for this stream, after we get a little bit of practice done, is to beat Shiver today, you know, in the next hour and a half or two. That's the plan. That's my hope. That's what we're going for. So, you know, I feel like we're getting decent conversions here, but there's a lot of opportunities to die in the early level. So I definitely feel like I want some more practice here, even though the spider part is conceptually just, see, like there, I guess I just jumped kind of late. That's all right, you know. We'll just try to jump faster. Chalk that up to me not being very good rather than like a severe input problem. Like there, I think that was also just like hitting it slightly late. It didn't feel like I hit the wrong orb, but you know, and maybe we'll die like that. But I feel like if we can just get this section like real solid, it's getting better. It's getting better a lot. It's getting a lot better. Because all we have to do here is like hold our breaths whenever it's the real thing, right? All we have to do is just chill and breathe and be like, all right, the one, it's easy, right? And not let go there. I did that on purpose because I didn't want to wait to the end. Ah, I fell down. Because I didn't want to wait to the end to reset the thing. Ah, and there I don't know what was going on. Lost focus. But anyway, with those segments to the end, and with this segment, actually, not that way, but sort of getting better, I feel like maybe we'll just go ahead and swap to the real mode. That was a lot cleaner. We got there on the zigging and the zagging a lot faster there. We just won't do that whenever it's for the real thing. We'll just back up. Let's do the slow part a bit here. Because as silly as it sounds, I do need the slow part practice here. Like what if I do that? We just need to hammer this part here, and then we'll be ready to go. Oh my goodness. Your level is based off of Limbo, like the party game. If that means another level in the game, I've only been playing Geometry Dash for like 6 weeks, and I don't know very many levels besides the ones in the game. I still have not beat all the insane levels in the game, but I beat a couple easy demons because they're quite easy, in my opinion. Mainly, it is my opinion that they are easy because I was able to beat them. Oh my goodness! Clearly, I do need to practice this part. Fortunately, we're better at the ball section after this than we are this part now, so. Because, like, I died on that pillar, which is funny, and you just got to remember to die there. Okay, and then I'll probably die there because I'll be excited. I'll be like, yeah, I did it, and then we'll die in a fiery crash, like the Andrew Bird song. Yep, and then we'll just, do the thing. Oh, nope, not like that. We got to remember that. Hey, Renee. Limbo's an extreme demon. Yeah, I know some of those just from people trolling me. Like the second map I ever downloaded, I think it might have been the third or the fourth, but it was like one of the very, very first ones was Verdant Landscape because somebody came in. Like I had just been playing, like Stereo Madness or something. Anyway, it seems so ludicrous to me that I'm dying here and I still think I could beat this level. But this is the hardest part of it, right? I used to think it was other parts of it, but now I'm pretty convinced that this slow cube part is far harder than all the other parts. Because it hurts your heart to be bad at it. It doesn't demand a lot out of you, but, it really does something to your spirit to not be able to roll a slow cube. And then we'll fall over. But, Alright, so that's what? Like a whole bunch of, well, like 3 56 to 100s. And yeah, we'll just do this part a bit more because honestly, I've got to just get a little more practice with it apparently. Oh my goodness. You got 50 subscribers now, Renee? Congratulations. No. Anyway, we won't do that. I think, yeah, let's go. Do we put the total percent that we've ever gotten in the description, even though it's not in this current one? I think that's okay. Anyway, let's go to normal mode, guys. Let's get to being normal. Let's be super normal here on Shiver. Attempt number 1. We're not gonna die. We're gonna. All right, 3%. That's pretty good. That'll get us where we want to go, no question. We'll just do a little bit better next time, and then before you know it, Ah, well, you know, maybe this one. I'm so glad this ship part is not the very end. That would be just misery. Well, needed to be faster there. Quite clearly, you could tell I needed to be faster there from the way I died. Alas. Okay, sure. Poor Sir Green Blockington the Long-Suffering, who can, like, get strange haircuts from these spikes, but sometimes he'll crash when I can't even see it on the sprite. I know it's just the way it is. I'm not actually complaining about the hitboxes. It's my fault for not knowing them. I crashed into the wall. Hello, Whitespace. Oh, ow. I don't think I've ever hit it quite at that bad of an angle. Blah. Bye, Renee. Alright, just giving our UFO a haircut there. Nothing to see here. He's safe. Ow. You know, I gotta get better at wave, but we don't need to practice that part. You know, we've practiced it plenty. I just need to do it right. Good luck with that, right? But I think we've got a chance of beating it tonight. I don't know. I want to retract the I have a good feeling. I don't know if we're going to beat it today, but we could. We could. Nope. Froze up. Forgot my training. With the blast shield down, I couldn't see a thing. Alright, sure. I believed them. When they said that I died, I believed them. They didn't need to, like, send me a letter or anything. They just said, look, Sir Green Blockington, he didn't make it. It's your fault, but no one's gonna blame you, because he's back already. And that's the way it's always gonna be. Just you and me, buddy. Alright. Yikes, what is wrong with me? I can't believe I didn't make that jump. It's so easy. Anyway, it's no longer important. 46%. Meh. The middle path, and then we'll just not crash into the wall. It'll be easy, you'll see. Little late on the orbs. Bounce, bounce. And this time we won't die there. And now glacial slowness. Let's just not die here. No, are you kidding? Why am I the way I am? Oh, that's obnoxious. Like, I just need to crash now because I paused in the middle of a run. That's not very cinematic. I'm not super pleased about just not hitting that orb and crashing instead. I feel like maybe we could have made a series of different choices. Maybe just one single choice. Maybe. Maybe it was going to have to be 2. I think we might have been able to get through with just one single choice, though, of hitting the orb. But, you know, that's a long time ago. And I don't even remember what happened. I do. But I don't even remember what happened. And then I went upside down, which is not ideal. I don't actually know if there's a way to survive that. There probably is. If you hit the dual orbs, then it would probably right you whenever you hit the next portal. But I don't think I'll ever get through that tunnel upside down. It's hard enough on me getting it through the real way. Amazing. But you know, that's the thing about this this map is a lot of runs die before you get to the part that's hard. No, I think this beginning section is plenty hard. I think it's quite nice that they put it at the beginning. It would really be rough at the end of a level. Because it doesn't require a ton out of you, but it's just a little large amount of opportunities to fail. And if it was at the end of a level that had been tense and then it slowed down to this, I think that would be pretty rough. Because this level gets really easy at the end, right? You know, the last 10% are essentially totally free, and the last 20% are not super demanding. Certainly, I think that first part is easier than the spider part, or harder than the spider part, rather. And, well, we're gonna beat this today, sure. I've got another hour and a half. We'll get there. We might get there. It's hard to say. I have died twice that way now, so now I appreciate that it's just like an outcome and not an outrage. Sure. I need to lower my expectations. Maybe we'll just get a nice personal best this run. Let's lower our expectations a few. Let's shelve the maybe I can beat this tonight. I know I said I will beat it tonight. Like I think I'll beat it tonight. Let's back up all the way off of that. Let's clear a little path around that and say maybe we'll get a nice personal best. Sure. Well, that's further than we've gotten while being accidentally upside down, which doesn't help over much. Oh no, not again. I don't even know how I did it that badly. There's a lot of ways to hit those orbs where you hit the orbs, but then you die anyway. And I'm super bad at that. I'm real bad anytime the game wants you to do a thing, but at a really specific time. Like, okay, get through this pathway, sure, but when it's like, hit this orb, but like kinda early, not too early, certainly not too late, certainly not at all, it's trickier. And I just ran into a wall that was totally stationary, so perhaps the problem is not anything except for me, but perhaps it's doing a lot of work in that sentence. I've always been the problem. There's no one to blame for my life but me. I'm the only thing all of this has in common. The only thing. That's alright. I'm cheerful about it. I've seen other people. Even if I'm the way I am, I think it's still better than being like them. No offense. I mean, if you're people. I crashed into the wall again. Great! Ow. Didn't think I would die there. And yet, here I am, totally toast again. It's a sad, sad song, but you would have heard it a lot if you've watched me play. Poor Sir Green Blockington. Once again deceased. This time his little laser beam wave self couldn't live. That time, I don't know, I think I hit the orbs too early. I know I hit the orbs too early because I did input. And it didn't matter. There! Well, what is there to say that wasn't already said by the explosions in the sky? Explosions in the sky, good band. And dead again. Ah, man. Alright, I gotta walk all the way back my previous statement about how I think I'm gonna beat this level today. I don't even think we're gonna get back to the slow block part again. Apparently, I'm not gonna get to 10% one more time. This is my comeuppance for beating the Lightning Road in like 10 minutes on stream the other day. Well, in that session, not overall. I don't want to make it sound like I'm some prodigious player. There is sadly a wealth of documentary evidence in the form of my whole Geometry Dash career of the last 6 weeks available online. You can quite clearly see that I am no special talent. Which is perhaps the most charitable way of saying I'm not very good ever. That's further down the tunnel than we've ever got upside down, so at least there's that. We really almost made it to the wave that time. Now I know it can maybe be done. Just maybe, you know, not by me. I did it again. Okay. Those orbs, you know, anything that does something different based on context, not my best friend. I like reliable rules. You know, the green means go or not. Hey, Q Gaming. I'm doing real bad. I'm actually doing worse now. I'm pretty soon I'll die before I even suit back up onto the rocket. There's that orb timing again. And I've done it on practice a lot, and I got more regularity out of it, but it is not because I'm doing it right, it's because I'm accidentally in it right. But the important thing is that we only have to do it once if we can get through it. We don't have to learn anything if we can fake it. I can't believe I died there again. I mean, I can. I got too excited. Got too excited for not dying in the double cube section that I will never understand. It's like, hit the orbs, but not too early. Hit the orbs, but not too late. And what I have ended up doing is just saying, just try to hit the orbs. And if you don't die, just try to keep playing the game afterward. Which is probably going to be, you know, my approach for this game forever. Because again, you don't have to beat a level more than one time. I don't think ever, right? You know. So all you got to do, if you sort of know what you got to do, is be able to deliver on it once. Not like that. I mean, clearly that doesn't even fit a sort of roundabout definition of delivering on it once on account of the way I died. But you know, why are we going to quibble over technicalities? For once again I live, once again I thrive inside of this little airship. And this time we're not going to die on the wave part, because I mean, who dies on the wave part, honestly? Real blocks die here, the incomprehensible double cube part. Or here, the part where you shouldn't forget the thing but occasionally do. Or maybe here, slow block time? Yep, that's where we'll die. I had a feeling it would be there. Because I'm like really bad, right? I mean, I don't have to tell you that. You saw me just die while the screen was moving very slow and I was a cube. And all I had to do was not run into a thing. And then I just did. So, I don't have to explain, I don't think, that I'm not very good. I don't know what it is about that part, man. Prepare for it to die again. All right, slow block. Can I deliver? No, I'm about to die again. No, we made it. All right. And by made it, I mean we're still in slow block mode. All right, cube. New best by far. 3-4. No! Into the wall. Well, there's another one of those, there's another one of those bad orb hits, but hey, at least we got considerably further there. 68%, and on attempt number 68. How fortuitous. Not really. How coincidental. There, I died on 8%. How's that for a coincidence? I know it's not one, but you don't have to know that. You can believe that it was foretold. I crashed again. Attempt number 70. Let us go. Still, I'm glad I got a new best at least. Because at 54%, like, anyone who knows the level knows that's kind of a... Not kind of, it's an incredibly embarrassing place to die. One more hit and I could have lived through that upside down thing. And it wasn't to be. Like, 54% is literally crashing your little block into that little pillar when all you have to do is not crash into that little pillar. And that was my previous best. So at least we got, you know, to the hard part of the ball thing. Not that it's super hard. Why do I keep on missing it? Hey, I finally made it through upside down. Oh, no. When you do it that way, you're the other ship, so you hit the portal differently. That's pretty bad. All right. We got to try to not do that upside down. I know I was already trying to not do it upside down, and we saw how that worked. We're going to try extra hard to not die in a dumb way. We want to die in a smart, cool way, like running into the ceiling there. That's what's hot on the streets right now. That's what's gonna butter the bread this month. We're just gonna crash into the ceiling. That's what's gonna happen. You'll see it here. Ay ay ay. Nope. It's like, if we can just get through the 6 hard segments at the beginning, we can get to the easy segment at the end. So, no. The UFO section's not hard, right? And this section's not hard. I mean, maybe it is, and I'm just like, well, not hard. It's certainly not true hard. You know, everything's a scale. This part's not a gimme. The UFO section is much closer to a gimme, I think, than this section is. It's just, you know, there's a couple pretty serious pitfalls that you can run into there, but fundamentally, it's a pretty chill section, you know. You just got to not die in a couple spots, you know, but you're just bouncing along. What I did there doesn't really require an explanation. I didn't even know you could die like that. I knew you could die like that. Poor Sir Green Blockington. Well, at least the elegy plays. For when I die for the 200,000th time, who will stand before the moon and lament me, as I lament poor Sir Green Blockington? Surely not him, who will have died millions of times by then. But you can tell in his beady little blue eyes and his sad, accepting smirk that he's fine with all this. He knows he's just getting a head start on the Wheel of Reincarnation, and that we're all going to suffer by the light of the moon, as he does here for my entertainment. Alas, poor Sir Green Blockington. Maybe this time he won't die, but I doubt it. His big mistake was relying on me. Poor little dude. I could have told him before he put his boots on the first time. Back when he had never even jumped once on Stereo Madness, that this was going to be a partnership based on his suffering and my triumphs. He's going to end up like Chewbacca. He's not even going to get a medal. But I'll say nice things about him while I crash him into a wall again. Terrible. Just terrible. Not him. Me. Why am I so bad at this game? Don't answer. I don't want to know. Nope. The tunnel's really ingenious, right? Because it's sort of chill, but then it's not. Only really with these orbs. Because the rest of it you could just bounce through. The ones at the end there, I don't even know what's going on with them. You hit them sometimes, it's whatever. But the green ones, it's like, you want to avoid them, but it's hard to avoid them. And then if you hit them, they act unpredictably and sometimes make you go upside down when that's not what you ordered. You know, it's not what you wanted put into your paper bag of sadness. And yet that is what is delivered unto you. And that's my feelings on the tunnel. Sure. That was, you know, that was just being off, like, a lot by, like a big old fraction of a second. Enough of a second to be dead. You know, that's the way Geometry Dash and life are, though. You know, you just, you can only be wrong sometimes. You can't be wrong right there, for example. Dead right away. But if I was wrong, like, right there, dead right away. If I was wrong right here, dead for 4 more seconds. Then we die in a fiery crash. Awesome. Great. Fantastic. Oh, right. Oh, okay. Maybe next time we'll die before we turn into a rocket ship again. And I'll just run into the first pillar, because you can't jump that high. I sure am glad they put this at the beginning. I know I've said that before. Let's go back to the old cliches. Good thing this part's at the beginning. Good color scheme. Totally gonna beat it today. You know, all the good stuff. I actually didn't think I was dying there. I really thought I was there on time. But our angle in the tunnel there where we died was a lot higher than normal. Normally we try to, you know, get in the middle, but we were very close to the top wall that time. Not that close. You know, maybe I'm not gonna beat this level today. It could happen though. That's the tragedy of Geometry Dash, is feeling like, you know, I could totally do this. Like, can't I? Not like on the basis of what I've just shown you, but like, you know, like I feel it in my heart. Like when a character in a TV show is like, no, I could be a great warrior, just, you know, like, give me that bow and arrow and I'll show you. I'll really prove it. And you're like, you've actually never shot a bow and arrow, and you're like, no, I could do it. That's how I believe I could beat this level. I'd be like, no, I could sail a boat based on the stars. And you're like, do you have the ability to prove that? I'd be like, well, no, but I've read a book about it. For that matter, I literally have now devolved to not being able to get past the wave portion. Which is great, you know, who had their money on getting so much worse at it that I eventually can't get out of the veritable bed in the morning. I did. No, it's fine. Okay. I swear I don't need practice on the wave part. I just need to stop messing up on it. Maybe I need to go back to my little game about farming things. Maybe this game is too high speed and high stakes. Maybe I need to go back to hitting my little rocks and smacking my little trees with a small axe and petting my dog and growing strawberries. Maybe Geometry Dash is just not my speed. Maybe I need to leave this to the younger people. Maybe I can just not die here on the wave part. Maybe that's what I need. To just do a little better, not too much better, you know, you don't want to get too happy. That could happen. I mean, not to me, but it could happen. All right, slow part again. Let's not fall apart. Just a nice little slow part. Oh, well, you know, at least we got there. 60% is not bad. I just missed the first orb entirely. We jumped off too early. I was too focused on hitting on 1 and 2 or 1 and 3 that I, you know, false start, penalty, death. You ask, can we do globe? I don't know what that means. If it means playing a different level, no, we can't. We're only playing this level till I beat it, or until I quit playing today. Which, I know if you're watching right now, you're probably thinking, you think you're gonna beat this level? But, I mean, I could. I'm not flying into a wall like that, I can't. But, you know, it could happen. Have you ever, like, thrown a lot of toothpicks on the ground and then suddenly you realize they were all perfectly lined up? No, of course you haven't, because that couldn't happen. But I could beat this level today. Not based on the performance you've been witnessing, but it could happen. Because I'm actually shockingly terrible, but it doesn't mean that we won't be able to deliver someday. Not like that. Do I have geode? I know what that word means, but if it's like a plugin or like a something like that's part of Geometry Dash, no, I do not. I only know what that term means in like reference to like actual, rocks that exist with the stuff in them, Yeah, if that's a mod, I don't even know the names of mods. That's not true. I know the name of 2 mods, but it's because they were involved in cheating scandals that I became familiar with before I even played the game. But I don't know like any of the major mods at all. So what were those called? They were called like No Clip and Zbot. Maybe it was like sort of like a TAS, tool assisted speedrun is what that stands for. Sorry, shouldn't just use acronyms and assume people know it. It was sort of like a TAS software, from my understanding. Then one of them was just like making it so you didn't die if you ran into things or whatever. But anyway, I don't want to rehash what is probably a very famous and painful old scandal. But those are the only mods and stuff that I'm familiar with in Geometry Dash. Denise asks, "This is my first demon?" No, this would be my third if I complete it. I've beaten the Nightmare and the Lightning Road. I think the Nightmare was about a week ago, and then the Lightning Road was like 3 or 4 days ago. So it's all been very recent, but I've only been playing like 6 weeks or so now. But hopefully we'll be able to deliver on it, but I don't want to be like, I'm despairing. I've got to quit crashing into the wall like that, though. But yeah, no, I think both the Nightmare and the Lightning Road were, and I'm not alone in saying this, a lot of people said that was like a community thing. They told me about how the levels got downgraded and whatnot, but I think they were, significantly easier than every other easy demon that people have sent me, at least thus far. Like, I think Shiver is dramatically more difficult than the Nightmare or Lightning Road was, but it might also just be that this level doesn't really work into my strengths, whatever they happen to be, if they exist. King Johnny, why don't I use practice mode? Well, I did already do a bunch of practice mode. I did practice mode earlier in the stream, and I've done practice mode segments. I've just, I know how to do the wave part, I just do it wrong. But no, I would say that I've probably done like 2.5, maybe 3 hours total of practice mode here on Shiver. Like there, I've done that segment there with the dual block thing like 300 times on practice mode. Not even joking. Let's just, yeah, we've done 1,700 attempts on Shiver, and like a full like 12 or 1,300 of those are probably practice mode. Maybe not quite that many, but like a whole lot of them are. I don't get a lot better from playing practice mode. I just gain familiarity with it, and then I sort of like, that's the ceiling. Like, I've gone through this part like 500 times now, right? And I still die all the time. Am I going to get better at it by playing it? I mean, maybe very slightly. Like here, I die in this tunnel all the time too. I know exactly what I'm supposed to do, I just don't do it. And that's basically where I'm at for this level now. Like, if you wanted me to describe all of the obstacles at the end, I can do that. If you want me to basically draw it out for you, I can do that too. But what I can't do is do it right. And that won't come from practice moding. Practice mode only, like, lets me build the map of what I have to do. Because again, you'll watch me die in this part 500 more times. And I know exactly what to do. I've done this tunnel 500 times, and I still die. I've done this wave part 200 times, and I still die. But we only have to get through it once. And then we can get through the dual block part, where I die on those orbs like 60% of the time, because I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. You hit the first yellow one a little late, and then you die a lot of the time. See, like that right there? What, am I supposed to practice mode that? No. I'm only being slightly I will not get any better at this level from practice mode. I don't think. But if it'll make you feel better, I'll show you me dying on that wave part 100 times in a row and not improving. See you, Denise. But no, earlier I did like a 54% to 100 like 3 or 4 times, and I've done that even more like off stream, and then like bunches of spider conversions too. And I figured, you know, if I'm doing that fast ball part at 56 all the way to 100% multiple times in, you know, 20 minutes, why would I not try to beat the whole level, was my thinking. But now I have only actually gotten to that ball part, you know, twice in the whole stream since doing the real way. So clearly the practice I need is just getting there. Because I've beat the second half of the level more times than I've gotten to it. And I once again prove that I don't know how the dual block thing works. Because you go into it, right? You hit the blue one in the middle of the pillars, and it does nothing. And then you've got the yellow orb, which you have to hit a little bit late, and then the immediate black orb that you hit, and then another immediate black orb that you hit. And then you can either buffer it or not, it doesn't matter. And then you've got the yellow orbs, you jump in there. But I just do it wrong every time. And I, since I'm like such an incredibly bad player, it doesn't, you know, all I have to do is keep trying. Because the only skill I actually have in Geometry Dash is only being a drama queen and giving up occasionally. Normally, Demon Mixed, I tried Demon Mixed on someone's recommendation the other day, and it made me so mad I didn't get it. It made me so mad I turned it off at like 15%, and I think I died like 150 times in practice mode just trying to get there. I don't think I'll ever beat that level. Unless that was Platinum Adventures. There were a couple recommendations people gave me. They said they were easy, and I found them totally incomprehensible. That's part of my first demon stream, and then I just tried easy demons until I quit. And I'm like, okay, none of these are actually easy, or the Nightmare and the Lightning Road are not easy, and they're actually just hard levels wearing a costume, which is ultimately what I believe. If I ever beat this level, I'll consider this to be the first true easy demon that I've beaten. Because I can't even beat the insane levels, right? I haven't beat Dash, I can't beat Electrodynamics, I can't beat Hexagon Force. Like, I'm bad, yo. Which, again, you've been watching me die, so I don't have to explain to you that I'm bad. But I wish for you to understand that I do know, like, how bad I truly am. Just real bad. I didn't think that was going to happen, though. But Demon Mix was one of the levels that I played, and I remember just saying, I'm never, ever going to be able to do this. Anytime a level is described as having a bunch of memory components, I'm not going to do well. I have a good memory if I can see or read things, but I do not have a good memory for things that are not there. Like, I ran that part in Geometrical Dominator like 1,000 times, maybe more, maybe less. What even are numbers? Ah! I'm You can tell I missed it. I missed the thing. You have to hit inside of the orb, then you go down. Terrible. But see, so that's like more of what these are supposed to look like. I'm just like really bad, right? So I keep dying here or at the wave part. But we got a lot of practice on that segment earlier, and it was looking pretty good by the end. Significantly better than this part looks. Like if I had to judge my chances based on my percentage of converting that initial part, I would say it's never gonna. What? Okay. If we go upside down, we might as well just die because I am never going to be able to. You gotta do a different input for that wave thing to get back to the portal. We just gotta not get upside down. Cause it's. I might as well just crash into a spike immediately to save the 5 seconds. There's no way we'll get to that wave portal if we went in upside down. Absolutely no way. I'm mad the game even lets you try. That just seems super rude. I really thought we were gonna make it through there. It was not to be. Not at all. Ah, again. It's like, it's such a place where, you know, a reasonable person wouldn't die, and yet... Yeah, like, when I started this video stream thing, I was like, I think I'm gonna beat it today. You know, I was really good at the part of the level that I had identified as being hard, right? Which is that fast ball section between 56 and 76% before you go into Spider. And I thought if I could just tighten that up, then I'll definitely just get to it. But all of these parts of the level, you know, it's easy to die 1,000 times before I get to the part that I think is hard. And the shame is that because I'm dying so much here at like this ship part and that wave part, I know I'm not getting better. I'm just sometimes getting through. Like everything there was an accident. Slow part again. Let's just not die in a silly way like that. Like, I'm so bad, right? Like, that's bad. That's really bad. That's the second time I've died in this stream right there, by the way. When I did it on practice mode in the stream, we did run that part like 40 times, and it was pretty rough, I gotta tell you. But again, I didn't get any better at it from practicing. I just learned, like, hey, you're gonna remember that you did that wrong before you die from it. The ball section was necessary, though, to get the practice there. And I'll still mess it up because some of those orbs, it doesn't matter if you hit the right ones. You have to hit them at the right time. And I'm, you know, again, not to belabor it because you're watching, but I am really bad. But, okay, there you go. But I know that if I just believe in myself and keep playing, I'll beat it eventually. So if I've got 1 strength, it's being able to use about 1,000 words when 1 would do the trick. But if I could do 2 things, it's do repetitive stuff forever and not give up. I mean, sure, you might have seen me give up a lot in the past, but you've also seen me do basically the same thing in video games without any sign of changing. I guess I was in the middle of a positive input there going through the portal, which is really bad because you want to fall into the portal. That's the only way to do it. Yeah, it's like we'll say the thing, and I'm really glad this part's at the beginning of the level. If it was at the end, I don't know if I would ever beat it. Man, embarrassing. Why can't I just do this better? Nah. But this is what I get. This is what I get for cracking the Lightning Road in 250 attempts. Like, it was disrespectful how bad I beat that level and how quick it went down. And this is what I get. I didn't say I'm good. I never, I mean, I might have said, you know, I'm the greatest Geometry Dash player in the world. But like, y'all know I don't mean it whenever I say dumb stuff like that. I'm just doing a bit. I crashed again. No. Alright, slow part again. We barely ever get here. Will we die to something dumb? I mean, maybe. Alright. Just jump. 2 more times. No! You have to skip the purple one. Oh well, new best. Anyway, as you and I both know, as we all know, you have to skip the purple one and then hit the one right after it, and then, you know, you just flicker through the tunnel. And I knew that. I just, you know, I did it wrong. You could tell by the way I died. Ah. It's like, I so desperately just want to get to the spider part so I can, like, jump on the roof immediately out of anxiety. Because, like, I very firmly feel, because it happened to me a lot on practice mode, where I would just, you know, you get through the ball section, you throw through the portal, and then, like, you're a spider, and you're used to, you know, trying to get a little bit more space before you go vertical, and you just crash right into the top of the level, and you're like, oh, right. And anyway, I just got a feeling that it's gonna happen to me. Alright, so I think, yeah, there we just need to jump earlier to hit those. Wow! Those meaning the orbs, the yellow ones before the black orbs in the double cube section. I think I've just been jumping much too late there, and that's why I've been having trouble with the timing. Because if we just jump in real early, then you get in early on the arc, and you can just sort of hammer the input twice, I think. Well, nothing's gonna help us reason our way through clipping poor Sir Green Blockington's ears there. Poor little guy. He has died so many times to the unforgiving white teeth beneath that beautiful moon. Perhaps this will be the last time, but I doubt it. Thank you for your good luck wishes. Perhaps this will be the run. No. Perhaps this will be a run. Truly one of the runs. Slow part again, that's good. Come on, all I gotta do is deliver one time on my potential. All right. 3, 4. No, I did it again! Ha ha ha. Well, another 71%. If I could just not hit that purple one, that'd be good. Be real good. It feels a lot worse than the first 71% did. Ain't that the thing about a personal best, though? After it's a personal best, it's just called a tie. Still, we moved the best from 56 to 71 in the video, and even if we don't get further than that, it's still solid. And although we very well may die several times on the spider parts, I do think that that ball section is the last hard part. So all we have to do is, you know, make that jump, and then it's coasting. Not like that. That's not coasting. That's not what it means. When you pierce your rocket ship with the unforgiving spikes of fortune, that's not what coasting's called. Later, King Johnny. Thanks for stopping by, man. Glad you could catch a stream. Why don't we just die on the wave part again? Attempt 70 is starting up now. Very nice. I know we already had an attempt 70 earlier, but we left and went to the menu since then, and the game is only counting attempt 71. I got a good feeling about this one. Me. Okay, sure. Maybe if I lean forward in my chair and get closer to the screen, that'll help me be good. Nope, that'll just mess with the cord, make me crash in a new and fun way. Oh. And that's what happens when you input into the portal instead of just gliding in. It's a terrible mistake. You really, there might be a way to live there doing it, but I don't know it. This level has lots of sort of like, not alternate paths, but alternate ways to take the single path, you know, like, yeah, you could do this upside down if you wanted, you weirdo, and that wave part is one of them. It's like it tries to make it not totally fatal to make big mistakes. I'm not listening to that while I play. Like right there. So if you input into it, you can still go, but you have to be, I think, holding the input and then you go. So it's a vastly different plan than if you're not. But I guess, you know, it's like a swag route, you know, it's there for the clout. Sort of like how crashing there, that's a very, very cool way to crash. Okay. Whatever. And there, I thought I was dead. I kept on playing. Not well. Oh, right. I guess we could die there instead. That is also a thing to do. Oh, right. We could do that. Man, maybe I should just plant wheat in Minecraft. I was having a good time doing that. And now look at me. No, I'm just playing. I'm having a good time being bad at this game, too. No, I'm not bad at Minecraft. I just have different objectives than most people do. Significantly different objectives than most people do. I have no doubt that if somebody really put their mind to it, they could plant even more wheat than me. But would it have the charm? Man. Too early, I guess. Exactly. Back to the wheat grind. Because I grew some in Stardew Valley. It's fine. It's just not as cool to grow wheat in Stardew Valley as it is in Minecraft to me. There's other stuff in the game I like better. Whereas in Minecraft, growing wheat's like one of my favorite things. It's very satisfying. I don't even care about the cows anymore, you know? We got like 2,100 of them. They're getting crammed. I need to make the fence bigger. I digress. Shouldn't be talking about the game I'm not playing. Maybe I'll go play Minecraft, though. Because it doesn't feel like I'm getting any better here, right? No, that's not fair. The principle of the level is that we're bad at the beginning, but might be able to deliver the middle. So all that we're seeing here is that that I'm right in that estimation, you know. That this tunnel, although it's easy, is also super easy to die in. That this wave part is easy and easy to die on. This part, you know, is, I don't know, medium and easy to die on. Whereas the ball part is hard, but not easy to die on. There's only a few things you have to do, whereas all of these parts, there's a lot you have to do here. But fortunately, if you die, you get to do it all over again. And then I crashed into that again. Amazing. Okay. Okay. Right. Oh. Okay. Well. Yikes. Maybe I'll just learn to play with the mouse. Maybe the controller's failing me. No, I can't do this, can I? No, I can't. I'm not. Yeah, I can't. Can't do that. Unfortunately, it's got to be the controller. Even just that amount of clicking and that amount of time is making my hand go numb. Oh well. I'll always be a slightly worse Geometry Dash player than I could be if I could use my mouse. I don't want to be all input blaming, but I would be able to do inputs better if I could use my mouse, but I'd be able to play 5 minutes a day if that was the case, so it's the controller that we get. Hate when I can't do stuff I want to. Stupid, useless body. Oh well, sorry. I often get upset when thinking about my hands. I'm glad they work as much as they do, but nah, don't let me tell you any different. It's real sweet to grow old. Silent Club Step, that's very funny. I've actually heard of that one. You see me not being able to do this, so you're trying to fool me because you know I'm bad, but I've already heard of that one and you can't trick me. That's what, is that number 7 right now, I think someone was saying? It's on that list of the things that the people that are proper good at the game do. You're not gonna trick me. They got me to play Verdant Landscape the first day I played. They got me to play Slaughterhouse and Acheron and Tidal Wave. You're not gonna get me to play Silent Club Step. You're too late, buddy. You're late to the party. It's 6th right now. Yep. See, there you go. I was almost right. Bah. Like, yes, I should play one of the hardest levels of the game as you're watching me not be able to do this wave part actually 100 times, you know? As you watch me die here on this super easy ship section actually 500 times. Yeah, I should play that level. Y'all like to have your little jokes. If people play chess, do they post like, can you beat Magnus Carlsen? Can you beat a chess computer? You know? I should stream myself playing chess. That would be fun. People would be like, man, you're really bad at this. And I'd be like, I can play worse if you want. Not really. I'm only capable of being as bad at chess as I am. That's kind of the thing. Blah. Yeah, like sort of like the equivalent of going to a rock and roll show and when they ask the crowd if they want to hear anything, and some jerk there is like Freebird, and then you're wishing that all the people in the world who do that had one throat and that your hands were around it. But you're just at a show, so you just have to sit there and hope that the guy on stage with the microphone just savages the idiot who's wasting everybody's time by mentioning that trash song by that trash band. And you're just there, like hopeless in the crowd, looking down at your Converse thinking, is this what my life is? Is this my life now? I have to listen to this guy ask to hear this terrible song. Anyway, I just hate Freebird. Also, Lynyrd Skynyrd sucks. I don't often talk about things that I think are bad, but I do sometimes. I usually try to, like, temper it a little bit, but Lynyrd Skynyrd's a trash band. They're just not very good, and I don't think they have any redeeming qualities. I'm from Arkansas, and people that like Lynyrd Skynyrd are usually not my kind of people. They're usually the kind of people that I think suck. No offense if you like them. I'm sure that maybe you're a terrific whistler or something, but they're a bad band, and you should feel bad. Anyway, like I say, I try not to be too negative. and that's why I try to talk about stuff that I don't like, because I get, like, real mean real quick. But anyway, just a terrible band. I don't even remember what got me on this subject. Oh yeah, that person asking me to play a level that's too hard. Because not only is it a terrible song by a terrible band, it is really hard to play. And no one would want to hear it anyway. Just like no one would want to watch me play Silent Clubstep and die over and over again. There, I remembered why I was talking about Freebird. But it's not... No, that's unfair. Because I just talked about how much I hated Freebird. I don't hate it when people recommend super hard levels to me. I was just doing a bit. I do hate it when people recommend Freebird to bands. I've been to a lot of concerts in my life, and it is a thing that incredibly not funny people do a lot. Sometimes those people have even been my friends. And then afterward, I'm like, look, we need to have a serious conversation about whether or not I'm ever going to go anywhere with you again. I've told them. You might think I'm doing a bit now, but I'm not. I'm like, no, I've been like, I will not even go to Taco Bell with you again if you ever embarrass me like that. Because I feel uncomfortable around people a lot. And people that do annoying, obnoxious things on purpose to be funny are people that I literally hate being around. Like, that to me is my idea of the worst time. It's okay to, like, see a person who tries to be funny, like, in their house. But I never want to be in public with a person who thinks they're funny. So, in conclusion, you can recommend Tidal Wave to me, but if you go to a show or anywhere and ask to hear Freebird, you should take a long look in a mirror. I'm going to be talking about how much I hate Freebird in like 1,000 years. I'm still going to be alive, animated by my hatred of that trash band and their trash hit. Anyway, I gotta give it up though. It's distracted me from my goal of complaining about being bad at the game. Oh right, I did the upside down thing. That was never gonna work. I kinda wanted to beat it though, right there, right? I kinda wanted me to be in the middle of this poisonous rant about a song that I hate very much, and then, you know, to turn that into a victory on the level, but it was not to be. You know, I got distracted. I got distracted by my hatred. Not really. I was never going to beat it. The fact that I was indulging in something didn't prevent me from success. My own incompetence did that. In fact, I feel much better after complaining at that great length about it. I'm sure I'm not alone in this. If you ever talk about a thing that you don't like for a while, you feel better afterward. This is not just true about music, like working with somebody, right? Like, I find, this is not my original observation, but I forget who made it. Like, after I tell a man to his face that I don't like him and that I find them inadequate, I find that I immediately like them better right afterward. Like, right after I look at someone and say, hey, like, you're not very good at this, and I think that you're bad, and I don't like you because of it. As soon as I say it, I'm like, hey, you know, maybe I don't hate you so much because of it. Now that you know how I feel. Now that you know that you're no good. And I think, you know, it's because I usually keep those things inside. I usually keep all my criticisms about people, which are many, to myself. Because no one cares. No one cares if you think their music sucks. Someone made me listen to Wonderwall the other day. I mean, not me personally. I heard it because I was around, you know. And sometimes it's even people that are my friends that'll like just the worst stuff. And I don't mean like, oh, we're listening to like 80s Madonna today, because that music's actually good. I do mean all the songs that I called out earlier by name, though, because they're all bad and there's no defense. I mean, I'm not going to say I never liked Wonderwall. I was 12 before. It was a long time ago. If you're 12 and you like Wonderwall, then okay. But if you make me listen to it at work, you're a sinner. Today, instead of playing Geometry Dash, I'm just going to talk about all the music I don't like. Don't worry, I'll never run out. No, I gotta quit. I gotta quit. I've been talking too long. Too long about my hatreds. Often people will say something very funny, like, you seem like a really chill and positive guy, and it's like, I am only just distracted from the endless fountain of negativity that dwells within me. And at any moment, it could come erupting as if Vesuvius were here, and, you know, the fire of fires will be bestowed upon the land. As I am not a chill guy. I am not a positive and upbeat guy. I am a broken machine. I crashed again. Alas. I crashed again. Oh no. Man. Alright, the hardest part of the level, right here. Just not dying on the slow part so we can play the ball part. No, I did it again! Why am I so bad? Why am I so bad? I know, I all you have to do is not hit the purple one. That's all you gotta do. And then you can beat the level. And yet. So that's what, 371s? Great! Like, do you put that in the title? Do you want to brag? I guess. You know, you can brag about how you're lousy and keep dying at a super easy part where all you have to do is not do something and then immediately do something right after. It's not really that easy of a part. Oh, well, you know. I got too excited there. I was like, all right, we're gonna do it, but you know, that didn't happen. I could have just said we're gonna do it one time and it still wouldn't have been true, but I got too excited and died before I could die somewhere else. But sometimes that is the way that it goes, and sometimes I just run right into there. Am I doing it because that thing hangs down and I can't see where I'm at? I don't know. Basically, anytime I can't see what's going on, it doesn't bode well for me. I have problems with object permanence. You know, like a child or a dog, whenever an object is taken away, they're like, who has done this? Why is the world different? That's what I'm like too. You know, like, you can move a clipboard away, and I'm like, suddenly the clipboard has stopped existing. I won't think someone's moved it. I'll think I've entered into a parallel universe where the clipboard does not exist, because it's not where I expected to find it, and that means it doesn't exist. And you might think, are you exaggerating that somewhat? Not really. Only the part about thinking it's in a parallel universe. I just stop thinking about it as a causal entity. Unless it's absolutely imperative that I find the missing object, like it's my keys, I just say, oh, well, I no longer care, and that I never set about figuring out where the thing that I can't find is. Which is also why you'll hear me talk about why I use corded electronics. Because otherwise, what, if I used a cordless mouse and I lost it, what, I would have to find it? That sounds like it sucks. I just use a corded mouse, and now it's always attached to my computer. It's another reason why I won't use a smartphone. It's not one of the top 50 reasons why I don't, never have, and never will use a smartphone, but it is on there. Because if I had one, I would like it, and I would also misplace it, and I would have to find it. And I basically don't like anything that's like that. Because if it's like my keys or my wallet, I have to find it. If it's my phone and I can't find it, I literally don't care. I don't know where my phone is right now. Maybe it's on my dresser. Because it's worthless. Oh, it's right here in front of me. That's cool. Maybe I'll show it to you in a minute. So my phone looks like this. It's dead right now. I didn't know it was dead, but you can't turn it on because the battery's dead. But that's my phone. Anyway, that's the level of interaction that I have with object permanence. I have a mostly broken flip phone from 8.5 years ago, just so if I don't know where it is, I don't have to care. That's what my life is like, but I spend most of my time in my chair, so it doesn't matter. I work in a restaurant, so if the food isn't there, it doesn't matter what happened, I just have to make more of it. So basically, it's fine. I used to work at a library where things were mattered, but things also were where they were expected to be in a library. The real world doesn't make sense. The real world is not a library. As Jorge Luis Borges pointed out, I've always imagined that paradise will be a kind of library. But the world is not a kind of library. And it is basically useless to me. As I am basically useless to it. But fortunately, there are video games in the world, and I find them very useful indeed. You know, art certainly makes the world worth living in, even if my general experience with humanity does not. Humans definitely make all the stuff that I think is best. Like, have you ever looked at a painting that a crow did? I mean, sure, it's cool, but ultimately not very good. A child could do better. And so although people don't like me very much, I'm still glad they're around, because they make cool stuff sometimes. Not like for me, just by accident, and then I find it. I don't know if I'd like people better if they liked me more. I doubt it, though. Because, like, the reason people don't like me is not because I don't like them, right? It's because of the way I am. And I have always understood that. It's not the way I feel about people. It's me. It's not them. Most people are basically like each other. It's me that's not. And I get it. It doesn't matter. I don't worry about it too much. It really doesn't make any difference to me. Again, it's other people that have to suffer for the way I am. This is just my life. I have to be here. And that's the sort of thing that you can look forward to. You know, existentialism, freebird hatred, and sometimes, only sometimes, glorious victories. Not right now, where we crash again. Jump too late. Jump much too late. Terrible. Sure, whatever. I just really thought we were on a different timeline there. We're gonna start experimenting with cool and stylish loops to do here, you know, just... I've been trying to work a little bit on my straight flying, since if we're gonna play this level apparently 50,000 times before we beat it, I might as well get a little stylish, right? You know, get a little loop-de-loop going. Not really. Okay, I gotta quit playing around. We die enough here whenever I'm trying to be serious. Not like acrobatics are not serious. Wow. Well, that wasn't because I was trying to be acrobatic. That's just run-of-the-mill incompetent aeronautics. Very sad what's happened to Sir Blockington. Sure. I really desperately wish that lamp wasn't hanging over that fork in the wave section. I just started blaming it a couple of deaths ago, but now I honestly think that's why I'm dying there, is just that I can't see where I'm at. And anytime you do that, you probably are gonna kill me. Hello, end user. Well, it's not going great. I continue to be terrible at the game, but I am not giving up hope. I am settling in for the super long haul of just like shockingly bad conversion of the beginning of this level. Like really, really bad. To the point where when I first played this level, once, you know, I had seen all of it, I thought, okay, the dual section and the ball section, that's going to be the worst. But really, it's this part. It's this part in the tunnel and the wave that are terrible. And they're not hard. I'm just so bad. It seems like a third of the time I can't even get past the green orbs, and that's when I get there. It's like... If the level was just the fast ball section to the end, I would have beat it 50 times already. Slow, hard section. Yep, there we go. I die. I am so over being this bad at the game. I can't... Like, who even does that? Not that one. That one's fine, you know, whatever. But who... I just ran right into it. I just looked at it and ran right into it. Did I even try to jump? I don't remember. It all happened so slow. Oh, right. I guess you can die there. Great. If I do this level 2,000 more times, I still don't think I'll ever be any good at this beginning part. So bad. Ay, ay, ay. Why? Why? I hate that part so much. Well, sure. Sure, I guess that's what we're doing now. I guess that's what's hot on the streets. I guess we're just gonna crash into walls. Oh, right. Awesome. Hi, Verona. Welcome to me being bad at Geometry Dash. It's a regularly scheduled program. Not really. It's an irregularly scheduled program, but you can always look forward to me just really, really being bad. So bad. Okay, great. It says attempt 105. It's actually significantly more attempts than that. I don't know how many. Like 2K, I think, on this map now. Something like that. Which I know is not a lot. But if you think I would be any better at it by now, like, oh man. Oh boy, are you in for just a wonderful surprise. For every time I've done well in this game, it's an accident. A couple weeks ago, I was trying to get the coins on Dryout, and I couldn't even beat the level again. I've only been playing like 6 weeks, so I guess a couple weeks ago was a long time ago, but I don't even know if I could beat Dryout right now if I loaded it up. Not even if you would give me like $1 million, I bet I wouldn't be able to do it. But no one's offering to give me anything, and that's good. I don't want anything. I just want to beat this stupid level for nothing. That's what I want. Not really. I think it's a great level. And I'll say the nice things about the color scheme again. It's good stuff. I'm glad that it doesn't look like the beginning of Polargeist or the beginning of Lightning Road or anything with that poisonous sort of yellow-green look. It's nice and calm while I'm terrible at it. I crashed again. Great! When I started this stream, I was like, I'm gonna beat it today. It's gonna go great. I said something like that. That was in another life. Watching 2 streams at once? Well, I hope that's good for you, man. Sometimes I will, like, watch a TV show. Right now I'm rewatching my favorite Star Trek show, Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I'm rewatching that, and sometimes I'll watch, you know, like my Warcraft 3 or my Total War Warhammer 3 in the other monitor. Whenever it's like an episode that I don't think is very good, but I don't want to skip it, you know, because I'm doing a full rewatch. So I'll be like, oh yeah, it's this one. Well, let's watch some Undead versus Night Elf or whatever, you know, something that's not like that interesting of a matchup to me. Oh no. Once again, proving that I'm capable of dying at the silliest parts of the level. Why can't we even get to the slow block part to die there? That part's dumb. That part's embarrassing. That's a good way to fail. Great. Oh, that's so obnoxious. I need to find a new game to play. By find a new game, I mean pick a new game to play. I already have so many games. I crashed again. So I've been playing just tons of Stardew Valley. Played it for the first time like a week ago, and I love it, but I kind of want to play it more than I'm playing it, even though I played it like, 50 hours in the last 8 days. The only way to do that is if I don't stream it, then I can play it all the time. I crashed again. I'm so bad. Sometimes I wonder, in an insincere kind of way, like, how much better would I be at this game if I wasn't streaming it and trying to talk to myself? Like, if I was actually focusing. It doesn't matter, because I wouldn't be playing it. I would have given up when I couldn't beat, Polargeist. It's only the encouragement of others that's kept me going. But it's still funny to think about. Like, I'd be better at it, but I wouldn't, because I never would have been giving it such a shot if it were not for people, watching. Because way more people watch Geometry Dash than the other stuff that I stream. I know you're saying there's 4 people here. This is way more people than watch me play games normally. But, But I don't play it very much because, well, honestly, the game stresses me out and I'm not very good at it. And I prefer to spend my time, playing games that people don't want to watch. that make me feel good instead of this one. No, that's not being too precise. This game makes me feel fine sometimes. It's just right now I'm so bad. No, it's fine. It's fine. I just can't, I know if we get to the ball section, we'll either choke again or just get to 71 again and hit that dumb purple orb instead of skipping it. But we can't even get there. We're probably going to die right here again. Or maybe here in this dumb part. Or maybe here. This is a great place to die. Here in the easiest part in the whole level. Except I die here all the time. Alright. Game face. Three, 4. I can't believe I messed that up! Oh, that makes me so mad! I mean, right, new best, 72%, whatever. That makes me so mad. I can't believe I stopped hitting buttons. I thought I was dead. I just stopped hitting buttons. I mean, it's kind of progress. I definitely didn't hit the orb I wasn't supposed to hit, I focused real hard on not doing that. Did I focus on remembering to play right after? Very clearly not, because I just stared at the screen and watched myself die. Well, I'm back again, so I guess it doesn't matter. Super annoying. Super annoying. But at least we didn't make the same mistake 4 times. We made a very slightly different and related one. That's better. I know you might be saying to yourself, how is it better? Well, it's not. It's 1% better. That's how it's better. It's 1% better. That's all we need. What? I don't even know what happened there. I mean, I died. I guess I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. But we didn't do what we needed to do in order to live. I was so sure that it was going well. 'Twas not. Once again, my powers of observation have failed us all. All right. Three, 4 down. No! Well, that was one input further than last time. All right. Nope. Nope. I hit the button. I felt myself hit the button. I hope I said no before I died, so you guys knew that I knew I wasn't supposed to do that. It's like, if you've played this level, you know that's a super easy mistake to make. It's an excitable part of the level, you know, the blood's pumping. You're like, hey, we're gonna get to the slow part. Wrong. You're gonna die ignominiously again. All right. Terrible. Something about crashing into those specific walls makes me so bad. I think it's because I consider ball form to be my best form, with no evidence to support that, and no one's ever told me that, so I just feel like it is. Although, again, I don't know why. You know, they had the sections on Lightning Road, and I credited, you know, my decent ball play with being why I cracked Lightning Road in a shortish amount of time. But it might have just been because it was easy, you know? So it's like when you die to something simple, even there when it's dual, which is sort of distracting, you know, you feel like if that's your good form, you should be able to do it. Yes, at least the orbs are consistent. Good call. No, I didn't read you say that before I died, so. And anyway, I'm not superstitious. I am a little stitious, though. But you're not capable of jinxing me if I'm not, and I'm probably not. Finally getting through the wave part sort of well, though. Man! That was just a bad yellow orb. I don't think by the time we hit the yellow orb, the black one was a mistake. I think they just, yeah, you gotta time those better. So it's like, I don't know how to describe it. Sometimes I think you need to hit it late, but I think it's in relation to when you jump. So great, an input that's incredibly context dependent. My worst. Like, you know, hit that after you hit the orb, but, you know, at a different time, depending on when you jump, or something. Well, if you've removed the curse, then now it's alright. Blah. As I was saying, now we're so good at the wave part. Ugh, disgusting. Well, this is bad. We're definitely not gonna live. Nope. Too disorienting. I should have just crashed. I don't know if we're ever going to get there, because, yeah, it keeps the inputs for the wave the opposite too once you get in, so it'd be like doing the entire thing backwards. Yeah, no thank you. Nope. Terrible. That time I said nope after I died. It was not prescient. It was just me saying, hey, you crashed again. Different than that time. These early deaths don't count, right? That's just like, oh yeah, that's the part with the teeth, and you just run into them. Who cares? I mean, the game counts them. But if you start getting down about how you've died to that specific pillar, like, actually 130 times, where does it all end? Like, you can't just allow yourself to care about the past. I don't even want to care about the present, but I have to. I mean, think of poor Sir Green Blockington. If we don't care about the present, what'll happen to them? He'll just, like, die? He'll just, like, run into a wall or a spike or an orb or a pit or a icicle? We're just going to let him die? No, not like that. We're going to run into a spike, a nice white one there. I think that's my least favorite place in the level to die. There's a lot of places I don't like dying in the level, but I think that one is the worst. When you go into the ball thing and all you have to do is not hit a button for like a full second. And I always hit it. Well, not always. I hit it just enough to know that it's my least favorite place to die. I've got to die there a lot. Not that many. Not as much as like on that roof right here or on the beginning of the wave part, but... I am so mad about that one. That's my second least favorite place to die. Because when you die there, all it means is that you waited too long after not dying earlier. If it was just a single ball on the screen, and again, nothing about it being dual makes any part of it different. At least I don't think it does. If it was just a single one, I think it'd be easier. That is how perception works, though. They can give you a bunch of unnecessary information, and if your brain's mine, you can't ignore things. You can only ignore things that you're supposed to see. You can't ignore things that are supposed to distract you. Those always pierce through. If it was like, ignore your anxiety, I can't. If it's ignore this annoying sound, oh, I can't do that either. I hate this part so much. I used to think that the ball part was hard, but now I think it's the pillars. I think it's the stupid orbs in between the pillars with the dual things. I hate it so much. It's not the worst place to die, I just think it's the hardest part. It might be the ball part right where I'm at, though, where you have to, like, click through the tunnel, but I don't think it's as hard as not going upside down here. I don't think it's as hard as that dual cube part with the pillars. I don't know why those orbs are so hard, but they certainly are. Every time I think I know what I'm supposed to do there, it just doesn't work. And it's not like I'm executing it badly, although I clearly am because I die. But it's like, I try it 5 times and I just don't even see how my earlier way of doing it worked. Not like that. I don't think I die there very much. Okay, whatever. Okay. Maybe next time we'll die before we even start. What? I hate it. I hate it so much. But I think that's probably going to be like why I quit the game, which is not going to happen right now, or maybe even soon, but just like when I get to the level of difficulty where it's not about doing the thing that I see, but about doing that at a very specific time, I'll probably just stop, because even this is mega annoying to me. Oh, the trick is to click and hold in the air? Yeah, I'm never going to do that. Also, at any point where buffering becomes necessary, because I buffer like so I've played maybe like 70 hours of Geometry Dash. I've probably buffered like 5 jumps and 0 orbs. If buffering's required, I'll probably just never get through it. 0 times I've ever got through that section has it been because of buffering. I just can't do it. I can't. I don't know why I can't, but every time I try to buffer, unless it's a very specific part, like buffer a jump after this thing type of thing, I just can't do it. And usually that has to have like a significant period of time to prepare to hold, or it just doesn't work at all. There, I wasn't buffering. I just didn't hit the second orbs because I thought I was already dead. Yeah, I try not to hit the yellow orbs too early, and then, like, a lot of times I hit them, you know, too late, and then I just die right after. That's, you know, that's the trick. You have to hit them at the Goldilocks time, and I'm really, really bad at that level of precise timing. I'm really bad. There, I hit the yellow orbs way too early. And I might not have hit the black orbs at all. Because I can't actually hit the button on the controller that quickly to go from input to holding it again. Like, it takes too long. And I literally physically cannot play this game with a mouse. You can get I can't even do this whole rocket ship section. I tried earlier in the session for about a minute and a half, and my hand was already going numb. So I just can't. Anything that requires me clicking really quickly together, if it's any quicker than my thumb can input on this controller, then I can't do that either. So kind of sucks, but just is the case that I am unfortunately locked in this ridiculous human body that will only do a very limited amount of the things that I wanted to do. But without getting too grim, I never thought I was going to live this long. I thought I was going to die, like, whenever I was a little kid. So, I guess complaining about my hands not working well is not so bad. I certainly didn't think I would live long enough to develop chronic problems that would require surgery. You know, I definitely thought I would die before I was in life, that I would want to do it all over again, except for every single thing, because I'm incapable of creativity. But it sure would have been sad to die before I got to play all the video games that I've gotten to play. That part's been real good. Most of the other parts of life I don't like so much. But the video games are awesome. I like those a lot. Even when I'm real bad at them. Okay, we're back to dying at the wave thing now. Blah. Finally. Nope. Dying again. Right as I say finally. Amazing. I am so bad at this game. Maybe it's just that I like this level and want to play it for all of eternity. Maybe that's what it is. You know, just a fondness for it that keeps me coming back for more and more suffering forever. Like there, I definitely didn't hit the yellow orbs late. I thought I hit them way too early, but we didn't die anyway. Alright. Slow hard part. Let's just not die here somehow. Alright, let's go. Three, four. No! I forgot to hit the thing again. I am a great disappointment to myself, and indeed the world. But it's Sir Green Blockington that suffers the most. Oh, right, whatever. Oh, that's right, I was supposed to fall and then split, but we split too early. What? Too slow on one. I hate that section. I don't. It's just annoying because there's like a lot of ways to hit the orbs at the wrong time, and I hate any section where you can like do an input wrong, you know? Jump or don't jump, orb or not orb, but not hit the orb at the right time. That sucks. I'm real bad at that. Like right there. Why can't it just be to hit one orb and then hit the other orb? Having to hit them at the right time makes me die all of the time. Yeah, I ran like, you know, the 56 section, that ball section, to 100 a few times in practice earlier in this stream. This first part's so not hard, but like so death-inducing. And then, you know, like there's so many attempts I can't even get out of here. And then I get crashed on the wave. And then that stupid dual cube part. And then the actual hard part of the level I can only get to, you know, like... It's like if I get through the dual cube part, which, again, I've done like 200 times at least on practice mode. Probably more. I've done this part significantly less because I usually run it after getting through the cube part. But thankfully, we're not dying there so much anymore. Nope! I just hit it too late. Or not at all, I don't know. Maybe I didn't hit it at all. I think I'm just thinking too much there. Because what I really do, big secret, is just slam my fingers down, my thumb really, on the keyboard whenever there's an orb I'm supposed to hit. And then I try to hit that orb. But right there, I was trying to be more thoughtful. And that's bad. That's not who I am. I'm a thoughtful guy. I'm not a thoughtful video game player. I'm relying on instinct here, you know. I'm a visual guy. Anytime someone says, "Oh, there's a memory section," I think it is going to be a long time before this gets anywhere. I don't, yeah, like right there, I guess I just can't do that part anymore. I don't even know. I thought you could hit like almost any of those orbs and make it through, but apparently I'm just too slow. I hate everything. Did I die on, like, the far side of that? Like, to the right? Did I just, like, come down too early? I didn't think I ran, like, into the top of it. I thought I had waited long enough. Maybe the spike is wider at the base than I'm giving it credit for. It doesn't help that it doesn't have an outline. It's a lot easier to see them when they've got, like, an internal space and then an outline. When it's just, like, the same color as the back, it's real tricky. Probably why they did it, you know. Probably why they did the thing that makes it harder, because they wanted it to be, you know, harder. No! At this point, the title of the stream is just bragging about how lousy I am. And let's all be clear, I know I'm not supposed to hit that purple one. I know it the way that I know that rocks are real, and that when I go outside, I'm going to be standing on the surface of frickin' Mars. That's how I know I'm not supposed to hit that purple one. And I still do it. Far more often than I don't do it. And that is because I'm a failure. Oh, that's so annoying. Why can't I die at the spider part over something dumb? Why can't I just not die there? So obnoxious. Should I say the thing again? I'm really glad this section's not at the end. I'm glad the last 10% of this level is like a total gimme. You just gotta go through the thing, and then you do the little loop, and you hit the last blue, and then you drop down to hit the yellow orb, and then you run on the through thing, and it's fine. All we gotta do is get to the spider, and we'll be okay. Or we'll die in a very silly way. I am so over inhabiting the same space as the human responsible for dying at 71% 5 times on this level. I just wish there was a way to get out of it, and so I could look at me and say, what a frickin' walnut. What a head full of pudding you have. What a useless video game player. 5 times at 71%. I should be taken out back and made to dig a large hole and then fill up that hole 5 times to see if I'll learn something by doing it. God, that's obnoxious. And again, to reiterate, I know I'm not supposed to hit the purple one. I know. I'm so mad. Well, probably a good time to end it. Oh, I'm feeling so annoyed. Well, I mean, it's time for the stream to end anyway, because it's 12:30, and if I yell much longer, my brother is going to show up at my door, giving me the look that says I'm being like a big jerk again, and that we've already talked about this. And I'll have no choice but to look at him with my, oh yeah, we did, and I'm being an ass sort of gaze, you know. A 3-minute memory demon. Perish the thought. I can't even beat a 2-minute. This level's pretty easy and doesn't make you remember anything except not to hit that purple part. Sure, whatever. But yes, basically, I'm gonna play a little bit longer. I definitely can't keep on getting that excited, though. I can't start castigating the world for existing, or lamenting the day that I grew bones. You know, I gotta stay chill if I want to keep on dying at 71%. We'll just remember that although man is mortal, Sir Green Blockington is not bound by any such restrictions. He can die at that very predictable part of the level another 100 times, and probably will if I have anything to do with it. Poor little guy. He deserves better, but all he's ever gonna get is me. It's sad. Oh, that you see, if you react very responsibly, you can keep on playing slightly past your bedtime. Hey, Liam. I'm okay. I'm doing real bad at this level. Pausing in the middle of runs. But I've been alright, I suppose, you know, just working, playing video games. I've played like 50 hours of Stardew Valley in the last 8 days or so. That's been very fulfilling. I'd never played it before, and people recommended it, and I just love it. Dying IRL, and then you see 73% and become a baby again. Yes, the eternal return of the same. All right, let's maybe deliver this, right? What could be more pleasant than forgetting to hit those orbs? There you go. That's what I get for being calm. Oh, that's sort of surprising. Normally we just skirt right over the top there, but I guess we were at a very slightly lower angle. Because it's important not to input as you go through the portal for the wave. Or at least it's important for my style of doing it. Okay. I was focused too much on not dying beneath me that we died above. So, you know, it's always good to have a choice. I inputted going into the portal, thought I would die. Oh, sure. Weird. Super weird. It like flung me down quick. I might have had the button held down by accident there. Wow. Terrible. Well, yes, this level is an easy demon. It would be my third if I beat it, but it's not looking like it's gonna happen today. But I have beat a level called the Lightning Road and one called the Nightmare. The Nightmare was my first one. And I've spent, I think, significantly more time playing and practicing this one than I did on both of those combined. But it's also, I think, a much more difficult level. They should have just been called Insanes, except I think they're easier than some of the insane levels that I've already beaten. Like, whenever I couldn't beat Clutterfunk, People were like, you should just play the Nightmare, it's easier, and they were right. Atlas was your first demon. I don't know if you've heard of that one. Club Stuff, that's the internal one. I can't access that because I don't have the coins. Working on Ultraviolence. A level inspired by the Clockwork Orange, no doubt. Or a Clockwork Orange, rather. First demon was a medium demon called Pathwalker that was a minigame with a secret way. Did the secret way allow you to get around a lot of difficulty to claim the title? No, I forgot to fall. Alright, that was too loud. That was too loud. Alright, this is the last run, guys. Alright, this is the last run. The next one that we get out of UFO. The next run that we get out of Wave. The next run that we get out of the dual block thing. Yeah, no. Last run right now, regardless of where it ends. There you go. Alright. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you've enjoyed. I really got to go to bed. I've been being too loud. I've been being much too loud. But thank you guys for being around. Bye, Roy. Bye, Varoma. Bye, Liam. Bye, Q. You guys have a good night. Bye, unnamed user. You all have a nice day, and maybe we'll come back and play some more of this tomorrow. Maybe not, but well, you know, we got from 54, 56% to, well, to 71% a whole lot of times. So blah, but on the same hand, at least we got somewhere. But good night, everyone. Y'all have a good one.